somehow you'll be back in a fighter plane with your tail on fire.
Maverick is a properly messed up character, and I loved it. Within the first few lines of dialogue in the entire movie, Maverick has a big problem to solve.
The scrap in the program. They say we fell short. The contract threshold is Mach 10.
This ruthlessly efficient scriptwriting enables quick conflict where Maverick can reveal his character.
Mach 10? Let's give Mach 10.
This decision shows us strength. He's willing to sacrifice himself for his friends. The writers here are endearing Maverick to the audience with a quick save the cat scene. Maverick meets the target speed, much to the chagrin of a gravelly-voiced general. Therefore, the Save the Cat mission is complete, and we're allowed to like Maverick. We now get the next layer of his character. He craves to know the limits. This selfish urge endangers his life and even the program, and reveals that he hasn't grown much since the last movie.
Just a little push.
He decides to push past the original goal's speed for the test flight, causing the very expensive aircraft to blow up.
Oops.
With this epic introduction to Maverick and his vices complete, the director, Joseph Kosinski, now needs to give Maverick the challenges for the rest of the movie. So Maverick is shipped back to the Top Gun training facility and shown an impossible mission. The commanding officer in charge of this operation happens to hate his guts from a deeply primal place.
Your reputation precedes you.
Thank you, sir.
Wasn't a compliment.
Unlike 30 years ago, he will not be leading the mission and instead be teaching it.
Teach?
Yay! Maverick teaching a bunch of impressionable youth how to be as reckless as him. Finally, he must teach the son of his best friend, who died with him whilst flying many years prior in the first movie. We're given these 3 challenges in quick succession in the same scene, but what makes them genius is that they all stem from Maverick's deep character flaws. He has persistently broken orders in favor of following his gut, and therefore this weakness is manifested as an authority figure who clashes with him and can stop him from flying if he breaks too many rules.
That is all.
He has always been the one to swoop in and save the day. But he must now take a back seat. He must take responsibility for these young pilots and their ability to save themselves, swallowing his ego in the process. Guilt plays a huge role in Maverick's life since the first movie when his best friend died with him whilst flying. Therefore, he's tried to become a father figure to his best friend's son. However, due to the guilt, he's been unable to properly approach that son. The writers crank the guilt right up when we learn that Maverick had sabotaged the aforementioned son, Pilot's career by 4 years.
Set me back 4 years.
Oops.
The Sea Story contains the ultimate manifestation of Maverick's character in the form of an old flame.
Penny? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I should ask you the same thing.
Within the first few lines of their meeting, we learn how he has always chosen flying over being with her.
And the next thing I know, you're off to Bosnia, then Iraq. Both times.
He was obsessed with flying and brilliant at breaking the rules, but because he wouldn't give up flying to be with his old flame, she's always felt like the second priority. What's interesting about this Sea Story for Maverick's character is that it's also the manifestation of his character change. Compare the start and the end of the movie. When we first meet Maverick, he lives inside an aircraft hangar. Bit of an odd choice. He eats breakfast on his own and works on his plane on his own. He's a loner because of who he was. By the end of the movie, he's back in his hangar and he works on his plane, but now alongside his pseudo son, and his old flame arrives as well. He has grown past the insufferable mess that he was and now can live a life with the people he loves. The broken character has become whole.
Just want to manage expectations.
You may decide that building a character who's so deeply flawed may not be right for your story, in which case you're probably going to want to check out this video up here.